Yes, sir.
So let us start, and just to see the picture of this, these two girls, do you think what is the problem apparently on the faces of these two girls? Can you tell me what is the problem over the face of these two girls?
Sir, pale skin.
They are looking pale. Some of the one of the second face of the woman or girl having the hypopigmentation and hyperpigmentation, so they are looking pale. So very simple, apparently, if you will see some of the patient who is looking pale than a normal person, we can label the patient is an anemic. A very simple definition of the anemia. So if we will go
Excuse me,
for,
sir. Sir,
yes,
sorry for disturbing you. सर ये काफी बच्चे जो मुझे मैसेज करें आप उनको अलाउ नहीं करें आप
you can say, you can label the patient as an anemia. What is the jaundice?
Sir, excessive bilirubin.
Uh, Clinically, I'm not talking about the pathophysiology. When somebody is discolored by a yellowness, when somebody is discolored, yellowness, or somebody having the yellowness discoloration, that is known as the jaundice. But if somebody having the paleness over the body, it is an anemia. So jaundice and anemia is entirely the different things. So why would we learn the anemia? Anyone? Why should we learn the anemia?
सर आवाज कौन पीछे
Anemia, and we should know the important labs of the anemia. The last two one, the causes of the anemia and the enlist the important labs of the anemia. It is one of the job of the second or third module. But here we should learn about the overview of the anemia. How can we diagnose the anemia even in the first year of the clinical life? So one thing is essential to understand, and we clinically decided that anemia is one of the paleness of the body. Look at the very common investigation for the anemia which we are advising, that is the complete blood count. In the complete blood count, we have so many parameters to decide and to understand. We have the hemoglobin concentration. It is different from male and female, from the different ages of the life, from different altitudes. But for the woman, the hemoglobin concentration is 12.5 to 16, and for the male, it is from 13.5 to 17.5. The WBC count is normal is 4 to 11,000, more than WBC 11,000 known as the leukocytosis. Then the RBC count, the normal RBC count is always more than 5 in the male or the female. The MCV is the uh, for the size of the RBC, mean corpuscular volume. And this is one of the key for the physician to ascertain the cause of the anemia. If you will miss the MCV, you will miss the diagnosis of the anemia. Then the MCH is the corpuscular hemoglobin, and then the MCHC. The platelet counts, it should be more than 1.5 lakhs. The normal count is in between 1.5 to 4.5. So these are the different parameters to see over in the blood CP.
सर
Yes,
सर
yes.
सर अभी भी स्टूडेंट्स को आपने ऐड नहीं किया आप काइंडली एक दफा देख लें ऐड
I think I'm doing my job. You just listen and you just interact to me.
सर वो
Many
ठीक सर आई रियली रेस्पेक्ट
So how many parameters in the CBC to look for? Anyone? Basically, there are three parameters. One is the hemoglobin, the second is the WBC count, and third is the platelet count. The key factor for to looking the cause of the anemia is one of the MCV. It is the mean corpuscular value. We look at the later slides. How can we diagnose the anemia just on the MCV basis? This is one of the hemoglobin. Why hemoglobin is important in the body?
It transfers
For
oxygen.
transport of oxygen and carbon
Oxygen
dioxide
carrier.
across the body.
It transfers the oxygen. How does it transfer?
It binds the
By forming
oxygen with itself.
oxyhemoglobin.
The iron binds with oxygen.
Definitely. Each heme group consists of the porphyrin ring with an iron atom in the center. So if there is a decrease in the hemoglobin, what happens? The oxygen carrying capacity of the body will be decreased, and that patient will have the deficiency of the oxygen. And we know commonly as the dyspnea. So dyspnea is the suffocation or the deficiency of the oxygen or sense of the breathing. Normally we are getting the breathing all the time, but we don't have a sense. But when somebody feels that I am just hunger of the oxygen, I am just hungry of the fresh air, that is one of the common sign of the dyspnea, and that is one of the common manifestation of the reduced hemoglobin inside the body. So normally it is a 2 alpha and 2 beta chain. Many of the hemoglobinopathies, they have the very good chains, but don't have the oxygen carrying capacity for the body. So many of the time, if you will see the patient with the hemoglobinopathies, let's suppose एक थैलेसीमिया का पेशेंट है, हीमोग्लोबिन उसकी कम है, लेकिन उसकी जो चेन्स है वो डिफरेंट है, and they are not capable to carry out the oxygen. So the initial manifestation of the decreased hemoglobin of the anemia is one of that person is hungry of the fresh air of the oxygen. So look at the scenario, a 20 years female presented with the lethargy and the paleness all over the body. Her CBC shows the hemoglobin about 5.7. The MCV is 62 fluid ounce, the WBC 11,000 and platelet 7 lakh. Now answer me, why does she feel lethargic?
Because of lack of oxygen.
Lethargy, lack of oxygen, I already told you, when somebody is lacking of the oxygen, she must be hungry of the oxygen. Why she is lethargic?
Iron deficiency.
We are not discussing the cause. I'm just asking.
Low level of MCV.
No, why she is lethargic? Lethargy is the easy fatigability. बहुत जल्दी थक जाना.
सर अगर टिश्यू ऑक्सीजनेशन
Definitely, the tissues are hypoxic. Very good, very good. The tissues are hypoxic. Tissues are hypoxic, and so that patient becomes so much lethargic. The second question. What are the? No, you just told me that patient is anemic. Anemia. Why anemia?
Lacks the oxygen.
It is because of tissue hypoxemia, not because of the lack of the oxygen. The lack of the oxygen will do the suffocation or air hunger.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second one, why patient, what abnormality is seen in this CBC?
Low level of MCV.
Low level. No, we are not discussing the iron deficiency here.
The low levels of hemoglobin.
Very good. It is the one of the low hemoglobin level. The second,
hematocrit low है sir.
MCV is low.
MCV is low. How much is the normal MCV?
90
Huh?
femtolate.
80
to 100.
80 to 100.
80 to 100.
80 to 100 femtolate.
80 to 100, sir?
80 to 100. Beta, it's not correct. 80 to 100 is not correct. We
So
will
90
discuss
femtoliter?
later. Beta, we will discuss later on because it is not correct. So it is the low MCV. We are all agree on that. It is the low MCV. It is about 62. And what about the platelets? Why they are increased? Because the normal platelet count is 1.5 to 4.5 lakhs. It is about 7 lakhs. Why platelets counts are increased?
हमारा immune system start हो जाता है
Sir, due to degradation of RBCs.
Because how RBC degradation increases the platelet count? Why platelets are
platelets are
increased?
segments of cells.
Yes, sir.
It is a very simple answer is when there is the hypoxemia, thrombocytosis, that will stimulate the bone marrow. That will stimulate the bone marrow and all the other cell, WBC, even you. It is because of the secondary thrombocytosis or because of the hypoxia. When there is the hypoxia, the bone marrow is stimulated more and more and produces the more cells. This is because of the secondary hypoxemia, because of the anemia. The third question in this scenario, how will we evaluate her? What could we do next? So let us see. So look at the definition of the anemia. It is the condition in which the number of the RBCs or hemoglobin is decreased below the reference ranges. Reference ranges are different. I already told you it is according to the sex, according to the high altitudes. And it is widely prevalent in the developing countries according to the World Health Organization that estimated about 2 billions of the world population is an anemic. So it's not an uncommon thing. It's a very common manifestation. So this is one of the WHO definition, and for your whole life, kindly remember this definition. It is the common for all. It's not in the European countries, it is different. In Asian countries, it is different. We label the patient gram per deciliter, and in the woman, when the hemoglobin decreases less than 12 gram per deciliter. So remember, for your whole life, it is a WHO classification that we can label the anemia in the man when the hemoglobin decreases less than 13.5, and in the woman when it is decreased less than 12. So how much is the anemia in Pakistan? How much it is prevalent? According to the WHO, the Pakistani non-pregnant women in the fertile age, it is about 51%. And the hemoglobin concentration less than 12 gram and overall mean concentration 11.5. So look at 50% of your population is already anemic. So look at the WHO classification of the grading of the anemia. The grade 1 is less, it is the milder one. When the anemia is about 10 to 12, the grade 2 when anemia is about 7 to 10, and grade 3 when there is the severe anemia. The severe anemia is one of the less than 7 gram. Could you identify the clinical features for the mild, moderate, and the severe anemia? Anyone? What could be the clinical feature? Patient को क्या होगा, एक person को क्या होगा अगर उससे जो है mild anemia हो, किसी को moderate anemia हो या किसी को severe anemia हो?
तो उसकी
Sir, weakness
ब्रीथिंग
होगी।
कैपेबिलिटी जो थी वो कम या ज्यादा होगी। फॉर सपोज अगर कोई सीवियर एनीमिया कैसे तो सर उसमें यानी उसको बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्टी होगी ब्रीथिंग में एंड ऑक्सीजन लेने में।
एक
Sir,
Anything else?
bronchospasm होगा।
Sir, easy fatigue. Easy fatigue.
Easy fatigue.
इजी फटीग सर हो सकता है।
See,
The
easy-
anaphylexia, bronchospasm. Yes,
नहीं
sir.
बेटा, these are not the features of the anemia. Anaphylaxis and bronchospasm are not the features of the anemia. These are the features of the bronchial asthma.
The shortness of breath. Shortness of breath.
In the mild anemia, the very common manifestation
सर काइंडली सर म्यूट
सर आप म्यूट कर दें सर प्लीज।
So mild anemia will have no symptom or the symptom at the exertion. The moderate anemia will have the symptom at the rest, like the resting tachycardia. The severe anemia, these are the symptom like the cardiac failure or the edema, pitting edema over the feet, even at the resting stage. In the severe anemia, patient cannot do even the very simple work like buttoning, unbuttoning of the dress. In the grade 2 or moderate anemia, patient can't walk about 2 to 3 meters even. Now look at the MCV.
सर प्लीज थोड़ा रिपाई
Look at the MCV. Why MCV is important? The mean corpuscular volume, it about tells about the size of the RBC. So we can classify the anemia according to the size of the RBC. The normal MCV is about 76 to 96 fluid ounce. It's not the 80 to 100. So any anemia less than or MCV is less than 76 fluid ounce, it is the microcytic. Any anemia in between the 76 to 96, it is the normochromic normocytic. And when the MCV is more than 100, and when the anemia or MCV, when the MCV is more than 100 fluid ounce, that is the macrocytic. But when the MCV jumps above the 120 or 125, it is the megaloblastic. So very simple. If we will classify the anemia according to MCV, we have 4 types of the anemia. The MCV less than 76 is the microcytic hypochromic type of the anemia. Remember the 2 causes of microcytic hypochromic type of anemia. One is the iron deficiency anemia. One is the iron deficiency anemia, and second one is the thalassemia. Remember again the 2 causes of normocytic normochromic anemia. One is the infections, and second one are the autoimmune disorder. Remember again the 2 causes of macrocytic anemia. One is the alcoholic liver disease or liver disease. The second is the hypothyroidism. And remember again the 2 causes of the megaloblastic anemia, that is the folate deficiency, folic acid deficiency, or the vitamin B12 deficiency. So remember 2 causes. So remember 2 causes of each. So If we will classify the anemia according to the another type, we can classify the anemia, but for the clinician, the only thing to classify the anemia, it is the MCV. So remember the MCV, I will not touch these pathological classification of the anemia. I just touch the So remember only the MCV. If the MCV, look at the MCV. If the MCV is high, it is the megaloblastic macrocytic. If MCV is down, then you can consider the microcytic hypochromic type of the anemia. So we can classify the clinical features of the anemia like the shortness of the breath because of the hypoxemia, lethargy because of dysphagia, early grayish hair, because of the impaired keratinization of the nails and the hair, headache and palpitation. Headache and the palpitation because of there is a decreased viscosity of the blood and the run time of the blood is increased. Tachycardia, that is the increase in the pulse rate about more than 100. Palpable apex speed because of the dilatation of the heart due to the increased viscosity, decreased viscosity of the blood, and the edema. When the heart fails at the end, the patient will have the edema. So we can summarize the symptoms of the anemia. It is the feeling tiredness, shortness of the breath. Person will have the frequent infections, edema or coldness of the feet. If you will look at the conjunctiva will be pale. And if somebody is taking or eating the non-eatable things, this type of the anemia known as the Pica syndrome. And it is very common in the student when they are eating some of the rubber, some of the papers, even the pens. This type of the anemia is commonly known as the Pica syndrome when somebody is eating the non-eatable things. Where you will look for the anemia, you can look at the anemia at the conjunctiva. The conjunctiva will be pale. You can look at the tongue will be pale and the smooth. There is the smooth tongue. Even you can diagnose the type of the anemia just looking at the tongue. If the tongue is smooth, no rugies over no papillae, it is commonly and you can look at the hands, you can compare the palms of the patient with you, but it is very essential that you should not you should not actually the anemic. So compare the patient palms to your palms, but it is not essential and it is not the good sign. You have to look for the anemia at the conjunctiva or at the mucous membrane.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Because iron is required in the keratinization of the nail plate. When there is the iron deficiency anemia, the nails become so much soft and they are depressed in the center. So it's a very essential sign. Sometime you will have the clubbing with the anemia. And when there is the clubbing is one of the dooming of the nail or dooming of loss of the angle and dooming of the nail. This dooming of the nail and the clubbing is essential when patient is having some of the normochromic, normocytic type of the anemia. There are no characteristic changes over the nail in the megaloblastic type of the anemia. But there is loss of the sensation over the toes or the fingers. You can ascertain when you are doing the clinical examination over the patient. But the very characteristic finding when patient is having the dysphagia, that is the difficulty in the swallowing, along with the nail changes, and patient is lethargic, looking pale, you can ascertain without doing any investigation that patient is having the iron deficiency anemia. These are the few other signs over the face, and you can diagnose or just to imagine some type of the anemia. These are the soreness of the angles of the mouth, commonly known as the angular cheilitis. And sometimes there is the inflammation of the tongue also, that is known as the glossitis. And these are again one of the common manifestation of the iron deficiency anemia, or in other cases you can have these signs in the normochromic normocytic type of the anemia. For the student, look at the face of this boy. Is there any abnormality over the face? Is there any abnormality over the face of this boy, young boy?
Paleness of face.
Do you think so? It's a normal face?
I guess there's a little defect in nose and mouth.
Very good. There is the, you just look at the bridge of the nose. It's depressed. The bridge of the nose is depressed. And if you will look at the forehead of this boy, the forehead is more prominent. The forehead is more prominent. These are the typical for the thalassemia major. When there is the extramedullary and medullary hematopoiesis, the membranous bones are overgrowing here, and because of the overgrowing of the maxilla, the nasal bridge is depressed. So this is the typical face in the case of the thalassemia major. So you can diagnose the anemia just looking at the face of the patient, just looking at the nail of the patient, along with the conjunctiva. Look at the another picture here. What abnormalities you are seeing over these different pictures?
But one of the abnormality in the second picture is, I guess, so there's a paleness in the eyes and a little something like that, sir.
Do you think so? It is the paleness or something else?
Eyes are reddish from the corner.
The redness of eyes.
It's not the redness. Redness of the eyes is commonly generalized. If you will look at the eyes of these this patient,
Bluish in color.
Bluish is the tongue here, not the eyes are bluish. There is the red spot just over the inner outer can. There are the red spot at the inner canthus of the eyes. These are the hemorrhages. Sometimes the anemic patient will have the subconjunctival hemorrhages like this. And what happens in the mouth of the patient here?
It's bluish here.
Yes,
Lower part of the tongue is bluish.
Yes, it's bluish. Any other? And there are again the hemorrhages over the inside the oral cavity, even inside the gums. And there is the active bleeding over the gums. These type of the common, these are the manifestation of the anemia. With anemia is associated with the thrombocytopenia when the platelet count is decreased. And these subconjunctival hemorrhages are commonly indicated that the thrombocyte count or platelet count is decreased. So if anemia is associated or aided with the thrombocytopenia, you can consider that the bone marrow is not working. And when the bone marrow is not working, we commonly known as the non-functioning of the bone marrow or aplastic anemia. So these are the very important signs to look over the patient when you are diagnosing the anemia, even at the first year of your MBBS life. Still you are not rotating the ward, if still you have not seen the patient, but if even in the society, in the public, in your home or in your class, if you are diagnosing or looking for the important sign of these signs, you can diagnose the anemia very easily, and you can make some of the investigation protocol that how can you diagnose such patient by doing some important test. So what happens over the face of this patient?
Sorry, sir. Can you please repeat it?
What happens over this face of this gentleman?
Prominent
He-
forehead.
Sir, I guess
no.
he have a prominent forehead, sir.
Beta, it is just a graying of the hair. It's a grayish hair. Before the
Sir, it
age
can be
of,
also due to old age, sir.
he is not the old age. He's a middle-aged man, about 40s. He is not the old age, but there is the graying of the hair. Rather, there are the whitening of the hair. If these type of the picture, if you will see the patient with the early gray of the hair, early whitening of the hair, you can think about the deficiency of the vitamin B12 and deficiency of the folic acid. So early graying of the hair, early gray of the hair is one of the feature for the megaloblastic anemia. And I already told you the megaloblastic anemia is because of the deficiency of the folate or deficiency of the vitamin B12. So what investigation will you carry out for an anemic patient? We will go simply because this is a big list, and you should not remember, or you just not actually understand all the.
Sir, kindly sir, mute this person, sir.
सब करे, हंसने की बात नहीं है, जो मुझे देख के हंस रहे हैं, उनको हंसने की बात नहीं है।
सर आप सबको म्यूट कर दें।
It's unfortunate for the student that they are creating so much nuisance. This is one of the value they are taking from their parents. It's not the actually from their own. These are the values they are taking from their homes and the parents. So always go for a complete CBC, that is the complete blood count with the peripheral smear. With the Basit Sumro, I must actually complain him to the higher authorities to just to cancel his admission. So go for the stool hemoglobin test and somebody having the change in the color of the stool. Peripheral blood smear is very much essential. Whether you see along with the MCV, you have to see the different types of the shape of the RBC, sizes of the RBC, destruction of the RBC, bitten cell, smaller cell, or multiple clones of the cell. Basit, you are, this is one of the Basit Sumro. Okay. So the iron level.
सर ये लड़का जो बासित सुन रहा है सर, ये ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस चला रहा है, तो सर बेहतर है कि सर इसको रिमूव कर लें सर।
सर आप इस एक को आप रिमूव कर दें सर।
जी सर, अगर आप इसको रिमूव, ये ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो चल रहा है, जस्ट टू डिस्टर्ब सर।
Just to go for the peripheral blood smear, the iron level, if you are thinking that patient is having the iron deficiency anemia, the transferrin level, it is again the essential. The ferritin, that is a stored iron inside the body, it is essential. Then the iron, so you have to go for the ferritin level. Reduced ferritin level is one of the essential when it is associated with the TIBC, increase in the TIBC. Folate and vitamin B12 level when person is having the megaloblastic anemia and you are thinking that there is the early graying of the hairs and some of the peripheral neuropathy, sensation, tingling over the hands and feet. Bilirubin level, when you are thinking that patient is having the hemolytic type of the anemia. Hemoglobin electrophoresis is very much essential when you are thinking that there is some hemoglobinopathies and genetic problem inside the family of the patient. Reticulocyte count indicate the functioning of the bone marrow. If the reticulocyte count is low, you can ascertain or you can think about that the bone marrow is not functioning. If the reticulocyte count is high, you can consider that the bone marrow is functioning or there is the peripheral destruction. A liver function test is essential in some type of the anemia, not for all the anemia. Renal function test is essential when you are treating the patient with some of the drug or when you are not deciding what type of the anemia the patient has, you have to go for the renal function test. At the end, you can go for the bone marrow biopsy for the multiple purposes. You can see the bone marrow iron store, you can see the abnormal cells that is known as the blast cells, or the precursor cells are abnormal inside the bone marrow. So many of the things you can do and you can see over the bone marrow. So there are the 15 tests commonly we are performing for the different types of the anemia. Not essential that always you have to gone for all the 15 tests, but you have to see all these patients having the anemia and you have to see, well, what type of the anemia and what type of the investigation you will do. I'm just asking a very simple question. What you will do if the patient is having the iron deficiency anemia? What investigation will you do?
Sorry, sir. Can you please repeat?
Ferritin level.
Very good. If person is having the iron deficiency anemia, what investigation will you do?
Ferritin level,
Serum
transferrin level.
Serum
Transferrin
level.
Very good. Ferritin level, transferrin level. If person is having the hemolytic type of the anemia, what investigation will you do?
bilirubin.
What?
Reticulocyte count.
Very good. Reticulocyte count, the hemoglobin electrophoresis, and the peripheral smear. If person is having the megaloblastic type of the anemia, what investigation will you do?
Folate and
Folate,
Folate and vitamin B.
Very good. Very good. If person, let's suppose if the person is having the normochromic normocytic type of the anemia, what investigation will you do?
TBC.
LFT.
One is the LFT. Very good. One is,
sir.
yes, very good. Renal function test and the liver function test you are doing when person is having the normochromic normocytic type of the anemia. So these are the few features of the normochromic normocytic type of the anemia, because we already decided that there are two major causes of the normochromic normocytic type of the anemia. One is the infection and second is the autoimmune disorder. So if person is having the normochromic normocytic type of the anemia, how much will be the MCV in the normochromic normocytic type of anemia?
So 76 to 96.
76 to
Very
90.
Very good. Very good. So if these type of the patient will comes to you with the MCV normal and having the skin or mucosa, skin days, skin palmar creases are dry, bald tongue. Bald tongue, I already told you, it is the smooth tongue with the absence of the rugae or the papillae. Glossitis, it is the inflammation of the tongue. The mouth ulcers, it is because of the anemia, because of the infection, because of the autoimmune disorder. Rectal examination, you have to do the digital rectal examination to see whether patient is bleeding from the rectum or not, whether patient is bleeding from the lower GI or not. The jaundice, you have to see the jaundice over the sclera. There is the yellowness of the sclera, not the paleness. It is the yellowness of the sclera. The purpura, these are the small reddish spot pinhead all over the body because of the thrombocytopenia, because of the decreased platelet count. This purpura is basically If anemia is associated, you can consider the bone marrow is not functioning, or there is another problem that bone marrow is not making the platelets for the body. Lymphadenopathy. Lymphadenopathy, it is the enlargement of the lymph nodes at the cervical area, at the axillary area, at the inguinal area. You can palpate the lymph node, and this lymphadenopathy indicates that patient is having the infection or autoimmune disorder inside the body. The hepatosplenomegaly, there are two causes of the hepatosplenomegaly associated with the anemia. One is the extramedullary hematopoiesis, and second is because of the infection. So you can ascertain, or you can imagine that person is having the hepatosplenomegaly, and this anemia is because of some of the autoimmune or infective phenomena, or because of the extramedullary hematopoiesis. The rest of all we have discussed. The tachycardia, it is the increase in the resting heart rate about more than 100. CHF, it is the chronic heart failure. When the anemia is not treated for a longer period of time, the heart will be enlarged. The both chambers of the heart, left and the right, will not functioning well, and that is increase in the preload and the afterload and venous congestion, and will cause the puffiness over the body and the face and over over the feet of the patient. The bleeding, you have to ascertain whether bleeding is continuous or major or occult. For the occult blood, you have to go for the rectal examination. So many of the time you can have a very good, if you will have the keenly see the patient with all your senses, you can diagnose the anemia very easily, and you can do some of the basic investigation for the patient. This is one
Excuse
of the
me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we say that anemia is one of the cause for asthma?
Beta, I already told you, when there is the anemia, there is the hypoxia. There is the hypoxia or hypoxemia, and this hypoxemia, I already told you, it is the it is the hunger of the air or feeling the suffocation. Though if person is already asthmatic and become anemic now, the symptom of the asthma will be more worse. पहले उसका अस्थमा बिल्कुल ठीक था, लेकिन अब अगर वो एनीमिया हुआ, because of the anemia, the oxygen carrying capacity is low, and this person will have the more symptom of the asthma because of the anemia. And
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You just see the electrophoresis we are performing in some of the hemoglobinopathies. So thank you very much, Beta. Any question at this level?